Hi. All right, so today I'm going to show you guys different materials you can use for your recycled and found object sculptures. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is different kinds of cardboard. So I have over here an Amazon box, just a regular box, left everything in it. We can use these too, so set those aside. And when it comes to your box, since we're using different materials, you can use the box for structure. So if you wanted to make a box-like thing, you don't have to cut it up. You can just use this box as a base and then add and cut to it. And then if you wanted to cut or tear, you can cut it pretty easily with scissors. If you need help, make sure you ask. And then we have a piece. Now from here, you could also see the inside here. You can kind of tear it open. And now we have this texture that we could use for something else. So there's different ways that we can use. I can curl this too. So we can use all different parts of a box. We can use the rigid part, we can use the paper part, or you can use just the box how it is. So that's for cardboard boxes. And then there's also a different kind of cardboard. I call it cereal cardboard. This kind is a little bit thinner. You can feel the difference between this and this. You can see the difference too. This one's definitely more thicker. This kind I love because you can use it for decorations and you can layer it up for strength. So just like before, you can cut this almost like paper. And then you can also put pieces together to make it even stronger. Or you can use this as decorations, right? Because a lot of the time the cereal cardboard has different colors and patterns. We can use these patterns to help decorate our sculpture. And when you put them together like this, it's much stronger and it was a lot easier to cut. Just like the regular cardboard, you can use this as a base. You can use these big pieces, cut them out. A lot of the time it's just glue holding these parts, so you can just tear it. And then you have a much more bigger space to use for your sculpture. And then we also have just like plastic or canned. So Mr. Castillo likes to drink a lot of seltzer. I would not advise to cutting this. Don't cut this because it'll be really sharp. But I do recommend that if you wanted to use the little pull tabs, just swivel it around very carefully because it's going to be sharp. You can use these for decorations, and then we can recycle this can once we're done with them. So we can use these maybe for something that hangs, something on the side, it's shiny. It's another option. If you have a plastic, or I should say these containers, these are kind of cool. A lot of like creamers or milks or soups can come in these containers. So these containers are really easy to cut open too. Make sure that you rinse it all out. These sides come up if it's like this. And then if it's like a milk container, you can cut pretty easily into it. Kind of like the cereal cardboard. I might have to open it up. Make sure you rinse out anything that had liquid in it, because if you don't, it's gonna get everywhere. So that was pretty easy to cut through. And then if I want to cut the whole thing, making sure my hands are away from the scissors. Treating the scissors kind of like a knife. There we go. So you can see that I washed this yesterday, but there's still a little bit of liquid in here. So before I go any further, I'm gonna let this dry probably for a full day on a paper towel or something before I use it anymore. So it's an easy way to, now I have a taller box, and then I could cut this up too for more decorations or structure. And going on to shipping materials. So here is a Amazon bubble mailer. I kind of already cut it open. You kind of tear these really easily. These are really easy to cut. You can use the inside or the outside part. Like if you wanted a pretty blue, you could use this for something. Mostly I use these for decoration, not really for building, but it's another option of what you can use for your recycled materials. The same thing with bubble wrap. You have big bubble wrap. You can use it for decoration, really easy to cut. You are gonna cut some of the bubbles as you're cutting it out, but there's another option. And then also you can just use like paper bags. You can also use paper bags. Here's a paper bag that I have to help with decoration. You can tear it. Most of these are for decorations, like if you wanted to layer something up, make it look kind of like fur, you definitely could. So paper and paper bags are another option. And then also you can use, you have some of these shipping pillows. You can pop them with your nail or your scissors. And kind of use it all different ways. Same thing with a plastic bag. So with this, you can add this as a decoration, something to put on top, something to make it a little bit more shiny. And lastly, you can use plastic bags all sorts of different ways. I love to use them for decoration in my recycled. They're so easy to cut. Sometimes I make plastic bag yarn. If you are interested in that, maybe I'll make a video. So we can use this to decorate, for example, something. So depending on what your idea is and what you're trying to make, you can use all different types of materials that you already have in your house. I can't wait to see what you guys make. Remember, you could always use these. These are also wonderful because they're a nice cylinder shape. And then you also can cut them very easily too. So save those paper towel and those toilet paper rolls because they could be wheels, they could be cylinders, they could turn into circles, you can fold them. They have so many possibilities, so make sure you save those as well. Can't wait to see what you guys make. Thanks for watching. Bye.